This is Benti. She's an Arab, about 5 years old. She hasn't been out of her stall in 6 months, and she hasn't had a trim since then. And so this is a really great example of what happens with bars and sole. You can see how the bars have totally overgrown. These are the bars right here. You can see the difference between the sole. The sole is chipped off down here. The toe is flaring and is very long, and the walls are weak because the bars are pushing them out. The frog is decayed up on top, so all this has got to come off. So I use nippers and power tools. I know some of you have been asking about power tools, so I'm going to show you an example, but I like to use nippers to get the really big chunks off first. So that's what I'm doing here. Her heels are actually not surprisingly long, but we do have to take this flared toe off. If you have to work with horses that have really hard hooves, the 14 or 15 inch nippers give you extra leverage. However, I have found that they are a little bit harder to work with because of their length. And if you have small hands, you might want to go with a 12-inch pair. They're just easier. They're easier to use. As I said, this is my first trim on her. She's been pretty good so far, but you know how that is. Okay. Clear off just the necessary part of the frog that is decayed and in the way, and clean up some of this extra top stuff before I get to work on my power tools. Okay, now I use DeWalt. This is a DeWalt 20-volt cordless angle grinder with a 36 grit pad. This is a DeWalt cutout tool with a bit in it, a burr bit.